Okay, so I guess it starts from the beginning. Like, who are you? I guess for the recording record.
I don't know. What do you want me to say?
What? Just who are
I'm
you?
just a Path of Exile nerd.
Okay, and what exact? Why am I talking to you? It's a question I ask
Because
myself daily, but why specifically now?
currently I'm muted for probably just a little over 3 years.
Okay, so yeah. Could you just take a screenshot of that and just post it in Path again so I can drag it on the
Yeah.
screen? Okay, so that is you have been muted for by a GM, assuming it's game mod or something. Great man. For 1,008 days 6 hours, and this was a couple
Yeah,
months
this is a
ago.
while ago. Yeah, this is a while ago.
Unfortunate. Why were you muted?
Uh,
Just every single time.
specifically that day because most of it was reactionatory assery. Basically, somebody would PM me. I thought it was stupid. I would tell them in admittedly very rude ways that they were stupid and not to PM me again. They would report me, and like, I don't know. It had to have been like 30 seconds after a conversation, like after they would mute you, or after they would report you, that you would get a message saying you've been muted from a GM. It'd be like a PM in their in their yellow text saying you've been muted for blank, and that's it. There would be like no extra or whatever.
No real explanation why. It just said you've been muted, and you just make the
For
assumption
like
it's because
offensive
of
hates, for like offensive speech or
yeah. So
something.
some guy lists the shavs for 1C. You PM
PM
him.
him and he'd tell you, haha, you're a retard.
Yep.
And you tell him to fucking kill himself or something along those lines.
And then you
they
just,
would report
yeah.
you, and you'd get muted.
And how many times has that happened?
Uh,
3, 4 to get to this number?
Probably. Well, each time Darkstar went into it, like he was like talking to a GM about it, and he said that it doubles every time you get like a punishment.
So if you were to
first
get
it's like
punished
an
again,
hour.
you'd be
I would
at
get permanent.
2,000.
I'd get banned. No, I get banned.
So, but what strike? This is like strike 5 or 6.
Probably. A little
And
more
why?
than that.
And they said for a fact if it happens again, you're gonna get banned.
Yeah, they locked my account a couple weeks ago, saying that it was for like, cause this was actually a really bad day where I was just going ham on people, and they said that it was for like repeated like player abuse, and that like if you got reported again, I'm pretty sure it's not like exactly the very next time because this happened obviously more.
Yeah.
But it was pretty much like if you get that many reports in a day again, you're gonna get banned.
I am toxic. I am a toxic person in Path of Exile. I think that because I am pretty opinionated and I say things pretty boldly. I go with my gut feeling, I go with my balls. And that gets me in trouble sometimes. That in itself, I think, is a level of toxicity that exists in a lot of different games, a lot of different, content creators and personalities. It's the same reason why, despite me having higher numbers than other content creators when it comes to subscribers or views or whatever bullshit numbers you want to pull, that I won't be on, Grinding Your Game's front page. I won't be on any of the Path of Exile podcasts or their meet and greet. I won't be on the panel because I shit on their game pretty often because it makes me so fucking angry. Do you know why? I mean, I'll tell you why, okay? Because I have such an intimate, close relationship with Path, a borderline sexual relationship with Path. I love the game. I play it all the time. I've played it for years. I'm gonna probably play it forever. When you're that close to something, it pisses you off when you see it turning into something you don't like from time to time. At the end of the day, Path will be fine. I really do think that. But there's still things that piss me off, and I'm still gonna fucking talk about them. Because of that, like, brashness, I guess. This is like aggression maybe I have about this type of thing. You're not going to see me on Bay Class, despite me having a good relationship with Tarky, one of the hosts, or being like friends with Rise, one of the people on it. Cute Dog still doesn't like me, and I don't like him. Fuck that guy, because he talks shit about me. I talk shit about him back. I said he looked like Rock Lee in a video. I'm just gonna show you the clip.
A big idiot.
The guy's just
fuck off.
He just
It
looks like a
doesn't
big
show.
idiot.
It's funny. He does specifically say he isn't a big. He said he looks like a big idiot. It's a very
Who doesn't shower?
doesn't shower.
Okay, host Amaranth. Never.
Why is he such a mean man? I do nothing but love, and I do nothing but care. I just get this Rock Lee looking motherfucker yelling at me. I swear to God. I think that's fucking hilarious. I mean, I don't know why he was upset at me in the first place. I don't even think it matters. But at the end of the day, I think he looks like Rock Lee from Naruto. But what I just did 2 seconds ago, that's kind of toxic. I mean, that's kind of problematic. The problem is that I do that and I say that and I might act that way from time to time. And despite all of the good I've done for the Path of Exile community, that'll get dismissed. That doesn't matter because you're going to be remembered for that one thing. I think that's the essence of toxicity, is that it spreads. It's systemic, that the problem goes outward. And, to deal with a problem like that, to deal with a problem like me, as the person doing it, I think you have to nip it in the bud. So I have to make a conscious decision to maybe be a little less opinionated, maybe be a little less aggressive, maybe be a little less brash. That's my struggle. That's my toxic. You could probably be a good guy for a couple months and then do it again and you'd be fine.
Well, the way I'm pretty sure it works is that the first time you get banned, your account gets flagged. Like this guy was like a dick, because they got like a bot that does it. Because it's not, most of the time you don't even get a response if you ask them why. They'll just get like an automated response. Like if you feel it wasn't feel it wasn't whatever, then you can talk to GGG about it. But I'm pretty sure it flags your account to where it's like, the first time is like a warning. The second time is like, okay. The third time, okay, watch this guy even more. Third time, okay, just whatever. Fourth time, just block his account, tell him you do it again, you're gonna get banned. Like that type of stuff.
Okay. And do you think you should have been banned, objectively? Do you think you should have been banned already, or do you think that this is just bullshit that they keep muting you?
I think it's just accumulating. Like that day, it was a pretty heavy trade day, and it was like I must have been reported 15 times.
How
It
much?
was ridiculous.
How much estimated money do you think you spent on Path of Exile?
A fucking ton.
$2,000.
More.
$3,000.
More.
$4,000.
A little bit more probably.
$5,000.
About that.
4.5 grand. US
No,
dollars,
closer to 5.
raw
Closer to
currency,
5.
shekels. And
Happy
do you think that had any bearing on the fact that you're still not banned?
I want to say no, but maybe it wasn't like that. I don't think it would have been like that, because it wasn't I don't know. They didn't. I mean, obviously they wouldn't say anything, but it's like I understand why my account got locked and why they said you're gonna get banned if you do it another time. So I think if you get reported once or twice a day, the automated system just kind of whatever, mute him. But if you get reported 15 times, 20 times in a day, then the bot alerts a actual GGG employee, and they're like, oh shit, this guy's a dick. Do I think that because I spent money on the game, I wasn't
Punished as
banned
much?
already?
Yeah.
It could be, because I've spent money. It kind of makes me want to not get banned.
Yeah.
I guess you could say. So I have been. I will say that it kind of worked, where I have been trying to not explode on people most of the time. If they I got lowballed a lot. I put up something for 20x. The dude PM'd me, offered 9. That's a pretty big lowball. Usually I would tell him really just to fuck off, but more than that. But this time I just didn't even respond. So I guess it kind of worked, but I still explode on people every once in a while. I haven't gotten it doubled. I haven't gotten a warning or anything after. So
Well, I guess we'll just see in the future. couple questions to ask you. This is for the
Warrior vid.
warrior toxicity video. Doesn't have to specifically do with warrior, so if your first instinct is just to shill over him, please continue. Well, what do you think toxic is? I mean, you play League of Legends, so you must know.
I used to.
Plus, you
people
play.
being
You play.
violent
You
towards-
both have
yeah,
played.
I guess.
What's that phone game called? Summoner's War. You must know
yeah,
what
that's
toxicity
fucking
is.
cancer.
All right, so there you go.
People who just purposely try to make other people's game experience worse. I guess is the best way to put toxicity.
Warrior does it just to fucking shit on people.
So
Well,
that is toxicity.
Warrior does
then.
it because he gets tilted easily when people
Yeah, that too.
trade him or like offer him things that he doesn't think his items are worth. That's mostly what my experience with Warrior has been. He just gets angry easily and feeds into that.
He has a short temperament.
It's a short fuse. So how would you suggest Warrior rehabilitates himself? He's on the path of righteousness now. He's trying to be a better man. He's trying to become
By
less of a
donating
piece of shit.
everything he owns to me.
Oh, now I'm getting a cell phone call. Yellow. I'm in the middle of recording something. Yeah. No. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. I'll let you by. Sorry, that was Darkstar's mom calling me.
God damn it.
Oh yeah. So what do you think Warrior could do to become a better person, to not keep getting banned forever, muted forever, freed
Right.
from
If I were
society?
him for trades, I would just make a macro response and then only use that.
So you're saying
someone
he has to
trades him,
like
be like,
remove
no
the
or
human
yes.
element of the trade because he can't. You've just
Well,
given
if-
up on
if
him
someone
controlling
just-
himself.
No, I mean it would just be easier than him typing it out. But he could just say, like, if someone. The biggest thing is just if someone lowballs him really hard or like says something stupid that usually makes him go off. He just needs to say, "Nah, I'm not going to trade for that." Just nothing else.
And do you think
Yeah.
Warrior will
Just-
get muted or banned again, or do you think he's on the up and up now?
I could see him getting muted again, but I don't see it super likely because I feel like it's been better lately. But you know, somebody might make him go off. at
Yeah,
some point.
because
I wouldn't be surprised.
it happened.
likely
It
not
happened
happening.
again. So last time we spoke, you were muted for about 2 years, give or take.
Yeah.
And I just spoke with your family, Darkstar and Melon, and I told them that you were on the up and up. You were gonna become a better man. You were trying to reform yourself. Not too long ago, you sent me a picture, and it says you've been muted for 50,000 hours, which is about like 6 years, 5 years.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. What happened there?
It's actually not as flamboyant or anything. I typed a racial slur to Walix, and he reported me thinking it was funny. And it was like
Not knowing
2
your
minutes later.
not knowing your predicament.
Uh,
Yeah.
I don't think it would have mattered if he knew or not, but yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like
yeah.
basically instantly they were like, you're muted for 50,000 hours.
That's got to be a record.
I've got something that I can brag to my grandkids someday. Okay, and I'm
I'm 99% sure the state's just gonna sterilize you. So I don't think grandkids is really in the picture.
Well, I can, since I'm probably gonna end up a hobo, I can scream at the little kids in the playgrounds that I was banned in Path of Exile for 50,000 hours.
So far, I mean, you could still go higher, right?
If I'm not an idiot, potentially I could go higher.
At this point, it's just become kind of your goal. I mean,
I want to hit 1 million. I want to see if I can actually hit 1 million.
1 million hours.
Yeah.
Well, you're not even close with 50,000. The whole point of this video initially was discussing, like, it's kind of gone on a tangent, but toxicity in Path of Exile. And what do you think toxicity means to you in games or in Path specifically? And who do you think is the most toxic in Path?
I used to be super toxic until they said, if you keep doing that, you're gonna get like perm bans. So I said, okay. I think there's like multiple like definitions of toxic in Path of Exile. I think there's people like me who are just assholes and they just bully people all the time. And then there's like, I wouldn't say scammers, but the people who like try to lowball people.
Like
Then
price
there's
fixers?
people- I don't know about if I would say that would be toxic, but definitely people who try to convince other people to sell their shit for less. I don't like lowballers. I think they're pretty toxic because they know what they're doing. I think people who like mess with new players are kind of toxic.
Like the whole trying to sell the mirror for like the Necropolis maps and
Yeah,
The
that,
light-
that
the
type of
Lightwood
shit is
thing.
super toxic. Yeah.
How about this then? Do you think that GGG or Path as a company or as a game is doing a good job at preventing that kind of
No.
toxicity? No, you said no instantly.
No.
Why do you think that? Well, not just because you're still around, I guess, but because those people
That's
have
actually
been around
kind of
forever.
a main reason.
I kind of agree with that because before they told me that, it was just like free reign. I think they've gotten way more strict on what they allow in global chat or any sort of whispers or anything like the reporting system. I think they just got way more strict. But they're really hands off with that type of stuff. It's kind of hard to explain what they do. They don't really do anything. Like they don't take rumors about people, which is good. Like say if somebody is like, oh, this guy's like using map hacks to push ladder or something. They don't just take little rumors like that and just immediately ban somebody like say Diablo would do it. But then again, you can't just have like 200 people throwing clear evidence about something and then just ignoring it.
So you're saying
I know
like their specific problem intervention like isn't there? They don't take cases by case by case on a personal basis.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I've never had like a serious discussion with any game like in not really good using a Blizzard example, but in World of Warcraft, if you get suspended, they'll tell you like why. They'll give you an email.
Yeah, like they'll PM you in game also saying like this person said this, this is why, this is what we found out.
And then they'll give you chat logs of what you said, and it's like, all right, well,
you got
can't
me.
really say no, but
so you'd like them to have
really
more of like an infrastructure that supports these like case by case kind of basis for things that are problem.
Personally, definitely not, because that just makes it worse for me.
Yeah, but you gotta think
like,
above yourself. You gotta think of the community as a whole.
For the game, I think a lot of people who play this game are super sensitive, and they use the report system as a way to like revenge themselves on people.
Yeah.
I think you should be able to just say whatever you want to somebody. If they don't like it, there's an ignore button for a reason. So I kind of feel
how
like
I feel
like
also
a
in
waste
that
of
regard.
time.
I mean, you have the option of ignoring someone, so why would you? Unless
It's
someone's like,
just
I'm going to come to your house located at, and they type your address, and then you're just like,
yeah,
okay.
and then they're like, I'm gonna kill you, you know. Then they're like, okay, well, GGG, do something about this guy. He's crazy. But if they're just, if you say something dumb and they say something dumb back to you, then it's like, whatever, man, ignore. Muting somebody for 50,000 hours because you don't like what somebody says, even though there's an ignore button, is kind of ridiculous to me.
I guess the final thought is, you have any like message for the people of Path?
Don't get muted forever, because sometimes I want to make a public party and I can't. And then I realized that I made a mistake.
So I guess that's the motivation.
That's pretty much it. Don't get muted for 50,000 hours.
Wait, what was the question?
Like, can you edit this out so I can like say something?
Yeah, I'll edit out.
Okay,
Anything you say is bad, I'll edit out, so you don't have to
Alright.
worry about saying bad things.
Wait. Let me just turn off my end so they can't hear. All right, there you go.
Yeah, nothing you say will be used against you in a
Alright.
court of law.
In Smite, they won't let you say faggot. They won't let you say retard. Like the sentence doesn't even come out of the system. It won't.
Yeah,
It won't
you
do
can
anything.
say on YouTube all you want though.
What are like
You can't-
other examples of words you can't say?
Like you can't say anything considered like racial. Like you can't say nigger or spick or any sort of anything like that. It just doesn't pop up in the chat. Your sentence is like automatically deleted. You can't say dipshit. You literally can't call somebody a dipshit. You can't say you're retarded. You can't say you're a faggot. You can't say kill yourself. You can't even type KYS. It's just it's deletes. It doesn't show up.
Jesus.
And it's like that in Twitch chat too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Twitch chat you can't say.
Well, I
you
mean,
can't say
it's a good
boo
thing
nor
this footage will
anything.
never be used. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yep.